If you've been in the Five Nights at Freddy's community since 2014, you may remember a big phenomenon back in the day where people thought that Five Nights at Freddy's was real. This was because Five Nights at Freddy's was popular in the 2010s, and the 2010s were very easily susceptible to lies, hoaxes, and just misleading information. This also has to do with the fact that most FNAF fans' frontal lobe from back in the day wasn't fully developed, so we really didn't know what was and wasn't fake. If you don't know what I mean by this, I mean that most FNAF fans from back in the day were kids. FNAF was very popular with kids. And in this video today, I'm going to be going over 4 videos that I saw as a kid that personally made me believe that, just for a second, Five Nights at Freddy's might be real. You know what, hearing me say that out loud sounds kind of embarrassing, because what do you mean as a kid I thought Freddy Fazbear was a real robot and he was actually gonna get me at night if I tried to go pee at 3 a.m.
I found Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, Part 2.
So the video starts out with him saying that he found Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, Part 2. He then goes on to show Foxy's hallway, because yeah, I remember Foxy owning his own hallway in the game. He then goes on to show some random auditorium without seats, and he calls it the seating area, and it's in black and white for some reason. He then goes on to say that the building will be demolished due to its disturbing history. He then goes on to say, "Is this the night guard room?" Which I think he meant this is the night guard room. I don't know why he's asking. Then he says, "Or this." I don't know, man. You tell me. I can't answer these questions for you. Or maybe this. Dude, I'm not Google. I don't know! So then he finds a tape, and then he shows us what was on it, I guess. Which is this. And apparently he heard it too, because he says, "Did you hear it say Freddy Fazbear's?" And then he just goes on to loop it a couple of more times, telling you to listen to it again. Then he shows what he says is an animatronic, I guess, which is really just some random parts, I'm sure, off of a random YouTube video that he just stole. And now it's time for the head, apparently, so, well, let's see Freddy Call me what you want, but I don't think that's Freddy Fazbear. So then he says, "Looks like the eyes were torn out," which, no, it never had eyes to begin with. There's no holes for the eyes to even go in. So he says that it's falling apart as he's touching it, which, you know, I'm sure that he's definitely telling the truth and not lying. Then he says this. That paired with that image, I don't even know what to say. I'm moving on. I went to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza Place 3 by Plastic Ivory. Oh boy. Now this is one that I fondly remember as a kid, and this one actually kind of scared me as a kid. Our main character in this one is supposedly a night shift worker at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza who brought along some of his friends, I guess.
He's with good old Bobby, a friend named Alana. We've got Dax over here and his little brother. He did a lot of videos with me. We've got Bobby again, and we've got Bobby's little friend, Chandler.
So they walk inside of the supposed pizzeria. The main character walks inside of William Afton's office, where we see Springtrap, and we know this because he says it himself.
So this is another co-worker, William Afton's office.
So he grabs his uniform and then he's out. Just a bit of a heads up, this one is really dark most of the video, and I'm not even sure what kind of building it's filmed in. It looks like a school because we see those doors and then the drinking fountains with the American flag, but I really do not have any clue. So they walk into the Pirate Cove, I guess, which kind of looks like a basement. But anyway, they'd have to turn on the lights for Foxy, which Foxy's like 5'11". I don't know why he's so short in this.
So, there we go. There he is. It's really eerie. Not sure if you guys have actually watched my channel.
Don't worry, man. I ask myself that question every day.
Anyways, let's head to the security room.
So he heads on over to the security room, which looks pretty generic. I mean, there's an old monitor, there's an old white table, I guess, and his friends are in there, and he puts his shirt and hat down on the table, even though he never actually puts them on or uses them.
I have plugins to this, which is the security monitor. I have a phone in case it's not even plugged in. Don't know what that is.
So he talks about some generic file stuff, and then he shows off the office and his friends until this girl gets snatched by Springtrap.
But we have...
This one's name.
Who?
This one's.
Ah!
What the heck?
What'd you see? Was she in there? No, I didn't. I looked around and I couldn't find her.
So he sent one of her friends to go look for the murderous rabbit that took the girl. You know, that's a smart move.
Gosh, you guys are gonna get us all killed.
Them? You just sent one of your friends to go look for a killer, dude. What are you talking about? So it continues as normal until one of them gets pulled into a room by Springtrap, I guess, and then the little brother goes screaming after him, which is kind of funny.
I saw something. Careful.
So after seeing this, the rest of the remaining people run into the security room to get some files so they can get the hell out of there. When all of a sudden, one of them gets snatched by Springtrap, and it's really dark, you can't tell what's happening, but the other guy yells to twist his spring locks, and I guess Springtrap gets spring locked.
Trip his spring locks! Trip his spring locks!
He then runs into the room where they all died, and it's black and white, and then he shakes the camera around for some reason.
They're all dead. You sick man! You deserve what you've gotten.
So he shows the outcome, which is Springtrap on the ground, and looks he got spring locked. And he says, "Rest in peace, my beloved friends." But then immediately after, it's just cuts to this funny picture featuring me. And that one really stuck with me as a kid because I guess the screaming with the Springtrap scene, it just was kind of disturbing. But hey, it was pretty frickin' sick. And that Springtrap costume was also pretty frickin' sick. Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. All of the proof we have so far by James Butler. This video is just them walking around a random abandoned place that they found, I guess. Literally, the most interesting thing about this video is this thing. This random pile of foam, wires, and stuff. I don't even know what it is. Is it supposed to be Springtrap? I have no idea. But yeah, that's it. That's the only interesting thing that happens in this video. I can't talk about this video anymore if I wanted to. I'm sorry. Okay, so this next one is like a school project, but it's also really funny, and it's only 2 minutes long, so I'm just gonna play through it. So here it is. Alright, so it starts off with the main guy getting introduced as Jeremy, and I guess here's the phone guy. He shows him around, and he's gonna go and show him his office, which his office is just a bunch of cardboard buttons on the ground, and that's just really funny to me. So then the first night starts, and the first night is just, you know, the guy looking through the building, I guess. He's looking through the school, which is what this place is filmed in. And, you know, at the top says 1 a.m. He goes on his little laptop, and we see the animatronics, which are just his, like, fellow students standing on the wall, which is just hilarious. He goes back on the cameras to see, you know, the curtains moving, and it's spooky, and, oh, one of the middle-aged men are gone. Uh-oh, that's not good. But then the lights go out, and then they start running away, and then this guy's peeking out through the curtain, and then he does some weird face that's just creepy. What is he doing? So now it's 4 a.m., and he hits the light button, and he sees, oh, it's one of the animatronics. So he hits the door button, you know, he shuts the door, and then he's gone. So he does more camera stuff as he does, and then he sees this guy, Foxy, I guess, running down the hallway all crazy. What is he doing? He flips through the cameras again to see this guy who looks completely uninterested in all of this. It looks like he's just chewing gum. So now it's 5 a.m. and he's cornered. There's 2 robots at the door. One of them gets munted by him, and then he gets stomped out. The other one gets pushed down too and gets stomped. But then this one, I guess, is the one that's able to kill him. And then that's where it ends. Our security guard dies, unfortunately. Oh, that one was so stupid, but it was genuinely a work of art. Well, those were the videos I saw as a kid that really made me think that FNAF had a chance at being real. So if you like this video, please subscribe. I'm definitely going to do more parts of this video, because there's more I want to indulge in the FNAF in real life topic. And I've been VentureWorks, and I will see you guys next time.